The Mausoleum, all the different undead creatures and all their powers will be covered in this video. Welcome to a new showcase about the Ice and Fire mod. Today we're going to look at the new undead creatures that have been added in the last update, which is the 1.9.0 version. Remember to check the description for the mod download link, and also all the chapters in this video are listed down below. And please consider subscribing. Thanks. Alright, let's start with the showcase. All these creatures have been locked away in a massive complex known as Mausoleums, which is constructed of indestructible dreadstone. However, the power of Mausoleum has been failing, and because of that the undead creatures start to emerge from these structures and scout the frozen wastes. These structures can be found in all kinds of snowy biomes. Sometimes there are multiple structures next to each other, like here. In the Mausoleum there are a lot of spawners and a lot of chests with loot in them. As I said before, these blocks are unbreakable. You can only break dreadstones that you placed yourself. Except for the spawner, these are always breakable. And you don't need to bother trying to get in with TNT because blocks are resistant to explosions. There is actually a way to get in to the Mausoleum without the key. You will need a dragon for that. Just use the dragon breath on the building and you can get in. The loot inside these chests are pretty good. There are some ice dragon bloods, dread shards, sea serpent fangs, golden apples, silver ingots, and so on. The best finds are the blocks for the ice dragon forge oven. It's kind of a maze inside there, so check all the rooms to make sure you get all the loot. Because there are a lot of creatures and all of them have different drops and abilities, I'm going to show each creature one by one. Every undead creature will be broken down into their appearance, drops, abilities, and combat. Note that the new dimension, the Dread Queen, and her dragon are not yet added to the mod. Okay, first we have the Dread Lich. It's the most commonly seen one. It can summon undead abominations to defend itself. It's equipped with its staff. Either it will fire a frozen soul skull or summon one of the dread creatures with its staff. Dread Leeches drop dread shards, which can be used to craft the dreadstone blocks. Other drops are bones and rarely their staff and a key. The Gravemaster key can be used to open the gate of the Mausoleum. Note that you can only use the key once. The staff is kind of a legendary weapon. To use it, just hold it in your hand and right click it in the direction of your target, and it will fire a frozen soul skull. I would recommend to enchant the staff with Unbreaking and Mending because the durability slowly decreases with each use. To see how strong the Leech is, I'm going to fight it with Diamond Gear. The Dread Lich has 50 health points. The Dread Lich is pretty strong, but what makes her so powerful is the fact that she can spawn all these mobs. So you have to fight all of these mobs to hardly get any hits on the Dread Lich. Next we have the Dread Knight. They defend the leeches and are heavily armored servants of the Dread Queen. They also have a horse called the Dread Knight Horse. If they are close to each other, the knight will mount the horse automatically. Dread Knights drop dread shards, bones, iron, and rarely their sword and shield. The sword is really strong. It has an attack damage of 17. The Dread Knight horse will only drop bones. The Dread Knights have 40 health points and the horses have 26 health points. And now I'm going to fight against them again with diamond gear. Fighting against the Dread Knight alone is much easier than when it has a horse. The Dread Knight is pretty slow without the horse, and it has a smaller range than the player, which makes it easier to kill. But once it's on the horse, it's pretty fast, so kill the horse as fast as possible and then you shouldn't have any problems. Dread Thralls are slow, weak skeletons summoned by the Dread Lich. They emerge from the ground and they are equipped with broken swords and armors they wore in their past lives. They drop dread shards, bones, sometimes chain armor, and rarely their sword. This sword has an attack damage of 5. Dread Thralls have 20 health points. And now we are going to fight against them. First 1 versus 1 and then against a group of them. These are the easiest creatures from the Undead section to kill, but in groups they are pretty strong, so watch out for that. Dread Ghouls are fast-moving undead zombies with extremely sharp claws. They drop dread shards, rotten flesh, and bones. Dread Ghouls have 30 health points. And now we are going to fight against them. Dread Ghouls are much harder to kill than Dread Thralls. That's because with each hit, it gives you 2 punches back. 1 versus 1, it's pretty easy, but in groups it's getting much harder because all are very fast and rushing towards you. You don't have any time to heal yourself. Dread Beasts are remains of animals converted by the Dread Lich. They move very fast and bite any living thing they can get their teeth on. They come in different sizes. Just like Dread Ghouls, they drop Dread Shards, Rotten Flesh and Bones. Dread Beasts have 30 health points. And now we're going to fight against one and then again against a group. Dread Beasts are stronger than Dread Thralls, but they're not nearly as strong as, let's say, Dread Ghouls. And the last creature is the Dread Scuttler. They are monstrous undead spiders ready to sink their massive fangs into anything their master commands them to. They also come in different sizes. They drop spider eyes and rotten flesh. Dread Scuttlers have 40 health points. And now comes the last battle of the day. These creatures are definitely stronger as a group, and they're pretty scary to look at. And now a summary of everything I have told in this video, plus a little bonus information. There are 2 categories, Dread Servants and Dread Minions. Dread Lich and Dread Knights are Dread Servants, and Dread Thralls, Ghouls, Beasts and Scuttlers are Dread Minions. Now let's look at their abilities again. Dread Lich can spawn any of the Dread Minions. Dread Knights are heavily equipped and attack any living thing. Dread Thralls are slow, weak skeletons equipped with the broken swords and armors from their past life. Dread Ghouls are fast-moving zombies with extremely sharp claws. Dread Beasts are these creatures that look like mutated wolves, and they also bite and attack any living thing. Dread Scuttlers are these huge spider-like creatures which also attack any living thing with its fangs. This is the hierarchy of all the undead creatures. On the top we have the Dread Queen with a dragon called Black Frost. Both are not in the mod yet. After them we have the Dread Servants, and under them come the Dread Minions. All these Dread Minions can be spawned by the Dread Lich, and the Dread Lich itself is also protected by the Dread Knights. This is the end of the video. I hope you got all the information you needed. These undead creatures and the Hydra are the only new mobs that have been added. If you want me to make a video about all the changes this mod has brought, like the bug fixes and changes to the old mobs, then leave a comment. And if you want me to make a video about all the upcoming creatures, then you can also leave me a comment to let me know. Have fun playing with this mod, and I will see you guys in the next video with another Ice and Fire Let's Play episode. Bye guys.